Hi, my name is Connie Nshemereirwe and I'm from Uganda Martyrs University. I have a dual appointment in the Faculty of Education and the Faculty of the Built Environment, and my research is usually carried out using surveys. This is the method that I've used quite a lot, and I'd say that what surveys are good for is that they can collect a lot of information from a lot of people in a short time. So one is able to collect information on perceptions or attitudes, or collect a lot of information and be able to see what the patterns are in a large group of people. So it's quite useful for that. And in most cases, survey research is carried out using questionnaires. So these may be paper questionnaires. If you are able to get your population over the telephone or by mail, you can also use structured interviews. You can ask over the telephone, do you prefer this, do you prefer that? So there are different ways of doing it. The problem with surveys is that sometimes you have a very low response rate. So if you send out questionnaires, you don't know how many people will answer your questionnaires. So sometimes what I've done in the past is I have just gathered the sample in one place and given them the questionnaires and had them fill them in, and then I've taken them back again. The other difficulty with questionnaires is that it's very difficult to actually design the survey, because you must think about everything that you want to collect in advance and really design your survey fully, because you only have one opportunity to get this information, and you cannot ask the person later on, what did you mean here? And your language should also be very clear. So in general, if you're going to do a survey, it's a good idea to pilot it so that you're sure that what you're saying is really understood by the people that will be taking your survey. And the other thing that you have to really watch out with surveys is the data analysis. It can be quite mathematically demanding or heavy, because the analysis requires quite a lot of assumptions be met for your analysis to be valid. You must be able to generalize what you find, but also the mathematics, sometimes the analysis can be quite tough. But it has a lot of advantages, because mainly you can find out what patterns of things are going on in a large population. I would say that.
In terms of health research?
In terms of health research? I've done surveys a lot in education, and I would say education and health have a lot of similarities as sectors, because you always want to find out what's going on, how well a system is working. You want to find out what's the prevalence of a given activity or a given disease, for instance, or you want to find out how people experience something. So you want to find out about attitudes or perceptions. So in health, surveys can be very, very useful, especially if you want to find out about patterns of what's going on in the system, so that you know what to address or where to start. So yeah, they can be very useful.